ICOM 210 has been quite the experience. If nothing else, it has taught me not to wait until the last minute to do a project that you're given weeks to complete. But I mostly already knew that, and it would be kind of sad if that's all I learned in this class. Thankfully, I have learned much more than that, and thankfully for you, I am sharing that information with you. The biggest and most broad thing I have learned through this course is that there is a social technology for everything. It's kind of like the phrase, oh, there's an app for that, except the app is social media. You can form a social media specifically to your needs, or you can find one that someone else has made that does the exact task already. I had the idea of a site for posting videos for a group, but it was pointed out to me, why do all the work of creating that site when YouTube was created for just that purpose? Whether it be something you create or something someone else has already created, there is something that you can use to do whatever it is you need to do. Don't say you don't think a media can be applied to you, partly because Brad will certainly show you otherwise. The other part is it's just not true. You may have to spend some time thinking outside the box, but the solution is definitely there. Social medias are social. Yes, I know that's kind of an almost obvious statement. However, I have seen the pointers on both sides, and I kind of keep going back and forth on this argument between if social media makes one more or less social. On one hand, I would agree it does take away from face-to-face interactions. As a classmate brought up, though, when I asked the question if social media makes us less social, as an answer, he said, what do you consider social? And that got me thinking. Through this class, I've come to the conclusion that it does indeed allow us to be more social, but in different ways. Social doesn't have to be just face-to-face. Writers can collaborate over books from long distances. Classmates can help each other with assignments at their own convenience. You can meet people you may not have ever met without social medias. The fact that you can be social in so many different ways other than face-to-face makes me believe that there is an increased opportunity to be social that we would not have had without these medias. For the blog and project blog, as I played more and more with what I could use it for, of course, at the beginning, I made the mistake of saying, I don't know how I could use this, and now I can't really believe I would ever have asked that in the first place. I want to share with you the things I learned from playing with WordPress and trying to use it for a project I'm doing next semester. As I stated earlier, don't think you can't use social media, like WordPress, for what you want to do. I made that mistake at the beginning of this project and regretted it, because Brad did indeed prove me wrong. The more I played with the site and its tools, the more I realized how wrong I was, and how many possibilities there are. It even more proved the first thing I talked about in this video. As long as you take the time to explore and have an open mind to the possibilities, then those possibilities are almost endless. Alright, so you have this idea, like I did, and your mind is reeling. You have all these ideas are buzzing around in your head, and you're thinking of all the possibilities your site could do. You think, oh, it could do this, and it could do this, and oh my gosh, what about this, and there's so many things. But you can't have it do everything. This was pointed out to me because I struggled with it as well. You don't need it to do everything, so why make yourself crazy trying to make it do everything? Focus on what you need and make the site do that. You don't want to pull out your hair, and so you'll pull it out a lot less if you get a site that does exactly what you need, but not try to make it do everything. There are also other social medias that you can use to accomplish some of the things that you need your site to do. So don't be afraid to branch out to these other social medias. For example, it was pointed out to me to use Google Docs for something. I wanted a page to both post videos of what we're doing, as I said earlier, and have a place on the same site that allows the organizers of these events to share ideas, to bounce ideas off each other, to collaborate, all that jazz. But instead, of making the site do it all, I would have a password-protected link on the site that goes to a private Google Doc that is used for the idea generation. So, voila! You can accomplish both things, and it's accessed through the site, but the site doesn't have to do it all. All in all, I really enjoyed this class. I was skeptical at the beginning of the semester. I had my concerns about what this class would be and what I would learn, but those are my usual thoughts about a class starting out, and this class really proved to be awesome. The discussions we had over Google Hangout were very interesting and thought-provoking, and the readings and videos were equally so. I would not have guessed that I would actually willingly continue the final project into the next semester. I would definitely recommend this class to all majors because, as I've said many times throughout this video, this can be applied to everything, and it's important for everyone to know. Thank you. And as Brad says, we'll see you around the internet.